Good evening, I'm Glenn Mills.
And I'm Emily Flores. We thank you for joining us here tonight. For more than a decade, the murder of Sherry Black remained unsolved. But it was the determination of a cold case detective who refused to give up. And in 2020, Adam Durborough pleaded guilty to Black's murder. This is part 2 of how the detective caught the killer.
For every crime, there's a story, and the truth matters. ABC4's Marcos Ortiz live in studio tonight with the Justice Files. And Marcos, the question, did Durborough ever say why he did it?
Well, during his police interview where he confessed to the crime, Durborough said he didn't know Sherry Black and had never been to the bookstore before. He says he really didn't know why it happened. It just did.
As it has been said, 7 years ago to the day, my mom, Sherry Black, was brutally murdered. It's been way too long. We need to catch that person and put him away so that he can't hurt anybody else.
In 2017, Sherry Black's murder remained unsolved. South Salt Lake police released a sketch of a possible suspect, but the tips were dead ends. In 2010, Black was found murdered at her bookstore in South Salt Lake. The case was later transferred to a cold case detective with Unified Police.
Up to that point, it was there was just a lot of unknowns as far as, you know, what to do or where to go from here.
Pender re-interviewed family members and others. He went to the state crime lab for possible breakthroughs in DNA testing. The use of genealogy by police was just coming into play.
I had heard just that some rumblings that genealogy was something that is being looked at as potentially helping solve crimes.
He sent the blood evidence to Parabon, and genealogists there gave him a lead.
Genealogist was able to provide information regarding individuals that were very distant relative to our potential suspect.
At the time, Adam Durborough wasn't on anyone's radar. After his arrest, he told Pender he was following the case over the years.
They had just gone through with some DNA testing, so I figured it was only a matter of time.
Over the next 2 years, Pender crisscrossed the country to meet with those relatives and hopefully get their DNA. On the list was a family in Southern California. Pender met with a male who fathered a child who is now living in Salt Lake City.
He was able to show me a photograph of her and her baby at the time. And the baby at the time probably was maybe 1 year old.
Back in Utah, Pender couldn't find the child's name. He later learned that child was adopted and was about 19 years old now.
We continued to look. We happened to come across this Adam Durborough's name and ultimately realized that he was adopted and that he was currently residing in Orem, Utah.
Pender said Durborough had a minor criminal record, 2 shoplifting charges about the time Sherry Black was murdered. Durborough lived in the basement of a home in Orem. Police secretly got his DNA and sent it to the crime lab. Hours later, Pender's hard work paid off.
At 2 o'clock in the morning, I received a text. It was a match.
And that's when Durborough was arrested and brought in for questioning.
I wanted to try to have an opportunity to talk to you about the why. It's not a matter of who, it's about the why.
When he arrived at the bookstore, Durborough confessed that he was stressed out from problems with his foster parent and adopted mother. He said Sherry Black was kind to him and was constantly checking on him. That's when he finally snapped.
There was just a pair of scissors nearby, and I picked them up, and I hit her. I just hit her in the back of the head. I don't know why, just so angry.
Black fell to the ground, but Durborough continued his attack. He picked up a bottle and hit her over the head. And as she lay still, he sexually assaulted her.
I ran out of that store. I'm surprised nobody saw me. I was just running. I don't remember if I had any blood on my face or anything, but I just ran. I didn't stop until I got to my therapist's office. I don't see myself as a monster, but a good person would have turned themselves in, honestly.
He had grown tired of looking over his shoulders, and with his arrest and confession, he hoped that Black's family could finally get answers.
This is the dawn of a new day. We are going to put him behind us, and we are going to do good things, and we're going to remember her.
As for the cold case detective, he had finally caught the killer.
Very satisfied knowing that, you know, the work and the due diligence in this case ultimately paid off, and hopefully get some answers for the family now.
Durborough did write a letter of apology to the Black family. Its contents were never revealed publicly. As for Detective Pender, last year he was awarded the Department of Justice's Distinguished Service Award for his work in catching a killer. For the Justice Files, Marcus Ortiz, ABC4 News.